Hello everyone, welcome back to another review here on the channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new NASCAR Chase Racelott in metallic. So yeah, this is not a new item at all. It did come out, I believe, either 2024 or 2025. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, these NASCARs have just been clogging up the pegs at my Walmarts, and I saw Chase, and I was like, you know what, I'll just get him. And the funny thing is, I hadn't seen Chase up until that day. Like, it was last Monday when I found him, and I'm like, I finally found something new, because for whatever reason, my Walmart case stocked up really well on the first case, then with Danny's case, and then never with the Chase case. And until now. Now the finally starting to get in on. They are doing Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the NASCAR line, but I still haven't found a single older two-pack with him and Gogo Logano. So, yeah, distribution for these have been all over the place. I hope they end the NASCAR line this year because, honestly, it is starting a little repetitive seeing these things in the pegs rather than normal singles. But, whatever, we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the diecast itself. Of course, we have the new style of NASCAR packaging with the reflecting the new McQueen design here, which is one of my favorite designs of McQueen we've gotten over the last 5 years. I really like that design of him. We have Chase Western and the final number. No, he was released in the initial wave and back in 2022. This is the original release right here, but of course this one is metallic, so we shall see how different these two are once I open them. On the back, you just see Chase showcasing that it is in fact international packaging, whereas previous card bags would normally show the other cards in the series. Made in Vietnam. So these things are still being made in Vietnam, even with the switch over to China. So, pretty interesting. And I'll be right back with Chase all opened up. Alright, so here's NASCAR Chase out of the package, and I gotta say, he looks great, especially in this metallic form. But first, before we get into the diecast, I'm just gonna take a look at the pit stop area since, I mean, we all know where Chase appears in Cars 3, so, and this is the one paint job he appeared in the movie, so I need to show the appearance of that, but yeah, the bottom one is the new version, the top is the older variant, and pretty much the same design. They are slightly different colors, like the newer one is a little bit of a darker green, whereas this one was more of a forest green. Very cool. It still does say violin for older active cars. That's really cool, same thing as the original. And the back, it's nice. Yeah, so pretty much, these are kind of used to justify the $6 price range for these things, which I still find ridiculous, but whatever. Now we get on to the main attraction, metallic NASCAR Chase Racer. And we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison with the original version from 2022. And the first thing to note is the eyes. Vietnam fixed those eyes great, and he looks a lot better, because he just looks like a girl, honestly. They put way too much eyeshadow. This looks a little bit more natural, like a lot more closer to how China used to do it. Old China at least. He does have the headlights and grille, which again look way less fuzzy on the metallic version. He does have the V here, and it kind of looks like one of those paper doves you make in class. That's always what I think of, but nah, it is a V. And you can still see a little bit of transition, because the original NASCAR Chase went from like a light green, lime green, to a dark green. On this metallic one, you can still kind of see it. Like, it does go from the lime green to dark green, but it's not as noticeable. But I think it's really cool that they kept that in. I think it's very, very nice that they did that. The grill, mine looks like to have a little bit of like wear and tear, so not great, but this one also has a little bit of wear and tear as well. The wheels also changed. We went from silver with a green trim to just white wheels, which honestly, these look a little better. These look cleaner, really cool. And of course, these are emulating the new style of NASCAR wheels that IRL NASCAR drivers are required to use. And the contingency sponsors, it's not dropping. The contingency sponsors are actually pretty clear on this metallic one. Physical, Combustor, Carbon Cyber, Synergy. Whereas before, especially with Carbon Cyber, Synergy, they were kind of bold, so you kind of couldn't even read them. So I'm glad they fixed those up. Number 9 with the gray and white stripes going across. And as well as those lines here, they are slightly different, but pretty much the same. Violin for all the active cores on board. He does not have the green ethanol gas on the metallic version, which, so I'm assuming that IRL NASCAR drivers, they don't have those now, so that's why they removed it. And when at the time of the NASCAR releases, that's when they actually had the ethanol gas, so pretty cool. Another thing about the tires is that they are in the older light year tech rather than the next gen ones. Like, let me find a good example. See how McQueen has the old light year tech on these next gen wheels. That's pretty much what they were going for this chase here. The netting on the window is pretty much the same on both. The 9 on top here, this metallic is like really shiny. Zoom out a little bit so we can see the details a little better. Yeah, that detail looks amazing. I think that honestly the white pops off on the metallic green a little bit more than it did on the normal version. Window bars, they both have them. The violin text here actually looks a lot less fuzzy on the new one. The other one just, yeah, you could still read it, but like it was almost like it's if you were reading it underwater. This feels a little bit more cleaner. Very cool. Of course, this is based on Chase Elliott, who voices Chase Whistler in the movie. Just want to put that out there. Of course, with the number 9, violin for all the active cars. More of the white stripe with the V logo in green this time. Before the hood was white. Because we get a nice contrast with his taillights here. I try to get these in the shot, but it's just so shiny. The green is just so shiny that it's causing them to lose focus. This side is should be the same. Yeah, pretty much the same. And here is the base. It does read. What's it read? I'll get it off camera. 0165 SD. So the 165th day of 2025, I think. Okay, so this is the 2025 item. Good to know. And yeah, that about does it for NASCAR Chase. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention both sides are different, making him one of the few cars that has asymmetrical sides. The original version also had it. The regular Chase actually has that too, which I'll show in a little bit. But I just want to do a little bit more comparison with the normal one. Just a quick overview. So yeah, unfortunately, this line, honestly, the hype was there, and I just knocked off a pen. Not nice. So let's put them upright. But yeah, as I was saying, the line honestly had a lot of hype when it came back, because we were thinking, oh yeah, we're finally gonna get Taco Man. You know, because that was one of the sponsors I didn't get an eraser on the original run through. Nope. Instead we get metallic variants of previous NASCAR racers and a new design for Lightning McQueen, which is nice. I mean, I do like McQueen's design a lot, but like, come on, guys, you can be a little bit more creative with this line. If you're gonna bring it back, you might as well do something with it. And now, granted, they are doing Dale Earnhardt Jr. They are doing Kyle Larson as well. I don't know who he's gonna be. This is the new NASCAR line. That sick expression, I really like him. So they are kind of innovating. I think we're also supposed to get a metallic Jackson Storm, which it's about dang time, because like Jackson's what I feel like you should do. Jackson and Cruz, like you got to do McQueen, Jackson, and Cruz in the first wave. I don't know why they weren't included. But, I mean, Cruz especially. Like Jackson, like I understand because like it's hard to make black metallic, but Cruz, I mean, they really look amazing. Now, granted, I think since the first wave already had Go-Go and a Carsten, I think doing another yellow racer might have been a little redundant, but I mean, again, you could have done like in the second wave, Danny, Cruz, Chase, someone else. Like I don't know, bro. You could have just done those 3 instead of just doing Danny on his own. That I think was kind of a stupid move. And this is the original course redesign for Chase Elliott, Chase Racelott. God, this is Chase Racelott, the character in the movie. Chase Elliott is the one who voices him. Yeah, this one is very underappreciated. I love the metallic foil on him. On both sides, yeah, he had a lot of love for me, so that's why the front foil was a little damaged. And yeah, we actually haven't seen this normal version since 2022, I think. Yeah, 2022 is the last time when the normal Chase was released. And funny thing is, they do have the stripes going across both sides, so they kind of kept that the same, but changed the numbers. Obviously, lost the emerald green. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I do hope he comes back one day because I really like Chase. But while he's been missing from the main line, he's been pretty active in EU lines such as the Glow Racers Chase Racelet. Here, which is pretty much a carbon copy of his cars redesigned, just removing some details for the glow. He does have white wheels as well, so kind of funny that both Chasers have white wheels. So yeah, I have done reviews of all these Chasers except for the normal ones, so I'll leave those links in the description below if you're interested in checking them out. And that about does it for 2025 Metallic NASCAR Chase Bracelet. That's a mouthful, but thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming content. See you all next time. Until then, this is Joe Quick Tire signing out.